Hi there, this is Colin McGarry with Sitting D-Day. I've been a bit tardy getting up with normal videos in situ in the Battle of Normandy. I've been working on a self-guiding app where you can download a link and use the app to guide yourself around the different sites. And the first one is going to be about Band of Brothers. And it's ready, and I'll give you a link in the description where you can get it. Now I'll use the screen recorder to show how it works, but it works on an iPad and it works on a mobile phone. So once you've downloaded the link and you've opened the app, you've got this screen, the home screen. So you've got several choices. Now the first thing you might want to do is read the user manual, and that would tell you how to use it with some screenshots of different pages. And then you want to come back to the home screen, and there's a choice for setup. You can change the map style. Now the standard map are a limited number of tiles that just cover the tour zone to use less bandwidth. But you can change it to use a world map, and then you can zoom all over the place. So we'll leave it on the standard map. Back to the home screen. Now if you don't know much about D-Day, you might want to read the introduction, and this tells you what happened from the beginning of the war very briefly up to D-Day. Now if you know all that, you might be interested in information about paratroopers, and that tells you what their missions were and everything they carried. And now you're ready to start the tour. Now, to start the tour, you've got two choices. You can use the map, and that shows you all the stands across the map, all the stands across the tour zone. Or you can use the stand list, and that shows you a list of all the stands you're going to visit with their titles, and you can click on them to go to the information. I think the best way to start is with the map. This tour starts at Semiramis. Now you might be saying, well, Semiramis was the 82nd area. Of course, the Winters and his men in his plane landed at Semiramis. They were 8 miles from where they should have been. So this gives you information on Semiramis, what happened there. Now, from here you can go back to the map, you can go back to the stand list, or you might want to know where you're going to go. So you click on Itinerary to Next, and that will show you where you're going to go to the next stand. And then you click on the blue ball, and that will give you information about that. This one's the airfield they made, just a short stand, and then on to the next one. Now some places, like if you're at stand number 5, which is the ambush, and they ambushed the German convoy. The next stand, you wouldn't want to stop there because it's just a junction on a lane. So for this one, when you click on Itinerary to Next, it takes you past the next stand to the one afterwards. And so you can read the information about the next stand before you leave. And it's the same if you're at stand number 7, which is where Winters searched a farmhouse with his men, found some German wounded. The next stand is headquarters of Collins, and it's just a gateway, not easy to stop. And so the itinerary will lead you past it on to Brecourt, where the famous battle was. map of the attack, drone photo of the field where the machine guns were. Now, after you've been touring some time, you'll be getting hungry, and so you might want a restaurant. And you click on POIs, points of interest, and then you've got the choice of ticking on restaurant. I'll show you where the restaurants are. See, there's quite a few, there's lots in Saint-Mary-Église. There's two restaurants and a cafe, Saint-Mary-de-Mont. There's a restaurant near Utah Beach and one right on Utah Beach. And there's some at Carenton. Now, not everywhere takes credit cards. So in fact, before you go, you might need some cash. You click on ATMs and it'll show you where the ATMs are. There's two at Saint-Mary-Église. There's some at Carenton. There's not any anywhere else. Now, once you're on the road again after eating, you might need a comfort stop. So you click on WCs and that'll show you where they are. Of course, there's several at Saint-Mary-Église. There's one at Utah Beach in the foyer. There's not actually a public toilet at Saint-Mary-de-Mont, but if you're a customer, you can go in. Usually one's in the restaurant, cafe. There's one at Angoville-au-Plain, and then of course there's quite a few at Carenton. And there's always the hedgerows. Now the tour takes up a day, depends how fast you go. Now you might want to look at some museum, or a museum, because there's a museum at Saint-Mary-Église, at Utah Beach, and there's one at Saint-Côme-du-Mont, Dead Man's Corner, and there's even one at Bloody Gulch, Donville Manor. If you click on there, you get the telephone number, because you need to telephone to go there. You can try and just turn up. So there you go. And with all that, you can follow the Band of Brothers tour on your own. Now, there's a link in the description where you can get it. If you know anybody who'd be interested in that, be sure to share the video, and of course give it a like, tap on subscribe to be informed of other videos, and see you soon in situ in the Battle of Normandy.